Hi everyone, this is AmSwim40 from AngryBirdsNest.com, and this is going to be our third tutorial video. In this video, we're going to be looking at the Mighty characters. That's the Mighty Eagle, the Mighty Dragon, and the Space Eagle. Now, the Mighty Eagle is available in Angry Birds, Angry Birds Seasons, and Angry Birds Rio. The availability depends on which platform you're playing on, but we have a full post about that, which I encourage you to look at. We update it as frequently as we can. Now, the Mighty Eagle is triggered by this eagle eye in the top left corner. The goal of the Mighty Eagle is to destroy as much of the level as possible. In some levels, you have to destroy absolutely every block. In other levels, there's some predetermined threshold as to what you need to destroy. Now, we'll go over in later videos some advanced strategies, but for now, I'm going to give you a very quick tutorial on how it works. So, you can see that we have this level. This is from the original Angry Birds. It's an episode called Birthday Party. And you can use the first normal birds to destroy as much as you want of the level. And in fact, in some levels, you absolutely have to do this. You have to use these other birds to try to eliminate blocks, so to clear up an area for the Mighty Eagle to go. And you can just kind of see how it works. I can use as many or as few birds as I want. And when I'm satisfied, I'll say I'm satisfied now, when I click the eagle eye, I have this sardine can, and I'm just going to lob it, and I want it to land somewhere in the middle. Very good. And then you see the Mighty Eagle swoops in and destroys basically everything that he touches. Now, it's a matter of how much he actually destroyed there. You can see this feather counter shows up, and I did not do that well. But if you need help, we have plenty of tutorial videos on how to get 100% on any given level. A couple quick strategies. Try to get the Mighty Eagle to affect the level on both the downslope and upslope. Destroy things that are difficult to destroy using normal birds. Things like that. But there's a whole bunch of strategies that we'll be showing later on. Next, we're going to look at the Mighty Dragon. The Mighty Dragon is available only in Angry Birds Seasons, and actually only in the episode called Year of the Dragon. Now you can see that instead of feathers that normally appear along the bottom, there's this red koi fish. You'll see that there's a few differences. The Mighty Dragon is actually available in, try this level, is available not only in iOS, but also for Android, and I believe for Symbian as well. It's also free on any of those platforms, and even free on iOS if you have not purchased the Mighty Eagle. So, again, you can see this sort of icon in the top left corner. Instead of the eagle eye, it's now a dragon eye. But everything sort of works in the same sort of way. You can use whatever birds you want in the beginning to try to cause some destruction to the level. And whenever you're satisfied, or if you think you have a good chance, I want to soften this up a little bit more, you click on the dragon eye. Now, the Mighty Dragon works a little bit differently than the Mighty Eagle. First of all, instead of a sardine can, we have this little red koi fish. And you also see that instead of a swooping motion, the Mighty Dragon comes in and does this little loop-de-loop and continues onward. In my opinion, he's far less destructive, he's far less powerful. But if used correctly, he can do quite a bit of damage. We'll be doing some other videos demonstrating some advanced strategies, but the general idea would be, since the Mighty Dragon does a lot more pushing than actual destroying, it's good to get him at the bottom of towers. So that way you can cause the entire tower to topple over and destroy itself. The last thing we're going to look at is the Space Eagle. Now, this only appears in Angry Birds Space, and currently it's only available for iOS. If that changes, we'll have posts and everything announcing that it's changed, but for now, it's only available for iOS. Now, there's some important differences between the Mighty Eagle and the Space Eagle. We've outlined this in another post, kind of a tricks and tips guide, but as a very quick tutorial, you can see that the Mighty Eagle logo is the same as before, but now there's this counter next to it. So the Space Eagle is not unlimited use, it's pay per use, but there's some good and bad with that. A couple very quick differences. The number of birds you have actually affects your Eagle high score. So I'll show a very quick example. This is the Space Needle level from Fry Me to the Moon. And just as an example, I'm going to fire a bird and try to do some sort of destruction, and then I'll fire the Space Eagle. And we'll see the distinction between going about things this way versus going about them directly with the Space Eagle. So you can see that everything starts to fall, and now if I call for the Space Eagle, so now I can manually trigger the Space Eagle whenever I want. Again, it was triggered by a sardine can, but now the Space Eagle emerges from a wormhole instead of swooping in, which sort of makes sense since there's no gravity. And now you see the leftover birds actually contribute to this Eagle high score. So you see I came up a bit short even though I had quite a bit of destruction. Now if I try again, and this time I use just a Space Eagle, let me try to get a good shot here. Well, that wasn't too good of a shot. But nonetheless, suppose I had cleared all 3 pigs, then I would have 3 birds in hand that I would have gotten some sort of bonus with. So you can see that the Space Eagle behaves quite a bit differently from the Mighty Eagle and the Mighty Dragon. A very nice thing about the Space Eagle, it was added in the 1.1 update, was this feather counter in level. I think that can be very useful. It can really help you get towards 100%. Again, we have Space Eagle walkthroughs available for every single level, so if you need any help, be sure to check those out. That's the end of this video. Take care, everyone.